Kurtley Arendse.
Yeah. So the attack I get, like, beautiful from our boy Marks though, to just draw the defender out and he scores that try doing what we know Arendse does. But to stay in the fight, like, all the Italian winger needed to do is dive over. But he stays in the fight and just gets enough, just knocks his leg out, and that's a no try. But then the kick coverage catches pretty much everything on the full, even attacking kicks. His speed defensively and covering that backfield is second to none. I don't know, like, because for so long it's been Kolbe, you know, and I'm not saying Kolbe's not there, but I'm just saying both of them now are turning into, and Arendse for me is almost dominating world rugby on the wing at the moment in terms of what he does off the ball to allow him to do what we see on the ball.
And I think just the depth that they're growing as well. Like Vandenberg, you know, I don't know how many halfbacks they've got in their country. Grant Williams is probably their number one and probably hasn't played a lot, but look, the way that he played on the weekend, they just continue to keep building depth. Willemse is back as well. Like, I know Fussie's been playing really well, and you know, that's going to be obviously depending on who they want to pick there, but geez, him one-on-one, step off both feet, big man, good into contact area, can kick long. So look, they're building depth. They're building depth for, I guess, coming to New Zealand, but it's very scary in terms of the World Cup cycle where there are a lot of players in this 12 to 24 months have had a lot of opportunities to be able to be put on that Springboks jersey.
Yeah, if you put Kurtley Arendse and Cheslin Kolbe, and I was thinking about this before, as a combination, I mean, it's hard to imagine there's a better combination. The only one I think is up there with them is probably Bielbieri and Damien Pinot, because Pinot is outrageous. And I know that the latter aren't playing, they're taking a bit of a rest. But if you were going to make a comparison, what is the best wing combo in the world out of those two?
I've just pumped them up, so I can't hit. I've got to have Arendse in there, but I think Pinot, I don't know, that's a hard, oh man, Kolbe as well. I can't answer. I'd need to do a bit more deep dive into that. I'm big on Arendse at the moment. Maybe it's just familiarity and it's just...
Well, he's epic. He's always epic.
But it was, for me, it was the defensive efforts. Like, as everyone knows, like, I get mocked all the time for work off the ball chat. I should make T-shirts. I know I've said it all the time. But it's incredible, the ground he covers off the ball to free up and allow their counter-attack or not to put them under pressure defensively and get marks. It's very, very, very strong.
On a side note, one thing I did enjoy seeing in the 44th minute was when the bomb squad came on and there's fireworks going. I don't know if you guys saw that.
They dropped the bombs.
Just saw the fireworks going. Oh, that's something new.
Yeah, I'd say that's
something new.
But
again, like, you know, they've got that side as well. Their bomb squad that does comes on very early. You know, 4 big changes, they do it straight away. So that's, if you're an All Blacks team or anywhere around the world, you might be in the fight for, you know, 45 minutes. Not probably the Italians, but more so when they do come to New Zealand or playing that rugby championship. You've got to be able to stay on the whole time with the Boks. So yeah, the depth, the way that they are playing, they're evolving under Tony Brown. They're a scary beast, Ross, right now. So
where would you go? Arendse and Kolbe or Pinot and Bielbieri?
It's just so hard. For me personally, I love watching Kolbe and Arendse just because I think the fact that what they do, they're collectively, both of them, all the hard work off the ball, the defensive players that they've touched on, they can beat each other. They can't beat each other, but they can beat the other defenders, being able to use footwork and their brute strength. They're not big.
It's the aerial game as well for small dudes.
That's one thing I was just going to touch on. Like, they're not very big, but for whatever reason, they get themselves in a really good position to be able to get up for the ball. And I think how they do it is they just attack it. Yeah. They don't care about their body. So you're talking around bravery and courage, because that's what it takes to be able to, I guess, win the ball back. Not very big men, but yeah, for whatever reason, they're able to win the ball early. So I'll probably go with those two boys.
Recency bias heavily in there.
Yeah.
But I would agree in the current state.
Yeah.
But you watch some of the performances in the top 14 and...
Yeah, there's no wrong answer here.
There isn't. There isn't. Neither answer is safe for social media. That's all I will say.
South Africans will love it. If you want the French following as much as we do the South Africans.
But no, I marked it down as a point I wanted to bring up because I just, you know, so often it's the forward pack that allows the platform, and I'm big on that. But man, some of the work they're doing, and I just think it's all about, you know, they're probably not predicted to be an Israel Folau in terms of their aerial game, but somehow they are.
Yeah.
You know, they get the ball back more often than not, and they barely ever lose it if it's their role to catch it defensively.